It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the Athletics. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. The cameras are out for this one, partner. Home openers are unique and always bring a special type of energy to the ballpark.
Today is a celebration. It is the beginning of a new year, and there's no other game like this one on the schedule. It's the first time playing inside your home stadium with your brand new teammates, and you know the fans are going to bring the energy. The excitement is already building in here.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now, and pitching in this one for the A's, Joey Estes. Not the best results a year ago, looking for better this season, Chris.
Yeah, and I think this guy understands that if he doesn't make quicker adjustments and show improvement, that the patience that his manager has will not last as long as it did last year. So we'll see if he can get off to a great start. Perhaps the work that he did in the offseason will show good results early on, but he's got to get out of the gates going strong, or else he may find himself in the bullpen or back in the minor leagues.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Brown on the move to the alley. Hauls it in for the out. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
And up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
Liner, caught it second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. And first offering is fouled off. Tucker went deep in his most recent game.
Nope, outside.
2 outs, base is empty. The 1-1 is fouled off. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two outs. That one well upstairs.
2 strikes.
And the count's even at 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swing and a ball popped up. Soderstrom under it. Corrals it. And that is that. And the Cubs are down in order. And the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. And today's starter, Ben Brown. What do you have on him?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Next offering is downstairs.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Brown.
0-1.
He isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable. He just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. Now a screamer into the outfield. And there's 2 down. And time now to check out the A's lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Right side, Horner. Over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. A's go quickly and quietly there. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. And here's the first baseman, Michael Bush. Estes back to work. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And ball 1. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty.
1 strike.
So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Way out front for strike 2. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
And there's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
So here's Horner now. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. That one's in there, and that is strike 1.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And that is out of play. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
2 away. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. In the air, center field. Lede moving under this one. Makes the catch. And that'll do it. 1 left for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to him. Shea Langoliers. Langoliers, 27 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2019. That's down and in. Late with the swing there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
That one misses. Ball 2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Tucker pulls that one down. One down. So up next, Tyler Soderstrom. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Soderstrom with a homer in his last game. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 1 out, base is empty. That one missing inside. Stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Here's Gio Urshela. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Out towards right center field. Runner at first with 2 away. So here's Brown at the plate. There's a strike. And misses inside. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
2 strikes.
Got him looking as the fastball runs back over the inside corner. 1 hit, 1 left. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. No score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That's way outside, and that's ball 1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Muncy. And there's 1 away. Now the third baseman, Matt Shaw. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. There's the strike. Top of the 3rd, no score. Tried to check his swing there. Now it appealed to first. And he went around, says Ricky Holiday. 1 down, base is empty. This one high in the air to left center. Brown. And there's 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup. Ian Happ digs in now. Fly to left his first time. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Cut on and lifted in the air. And it falls. Happ on his way to 3rd. Lead runner gets the stop sign at 3rd. It's a 2-out double. 2nd and 3rd now.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Here's Kyle Tucker. Late swing, foul to the left. Two on, two outs. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
That one is absolutely belted. And this one looks like trouble. One runs in. A second scores as well. And they lead by 2. A 2-run double.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So, runner at second, 2 down. Michael Busch, the next cup. Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. A 2-run homer. His first homer of the year. It's 4-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. And a foul ball.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. The shortstop takes the ball. And a sweeper misses for a ball.
2-2 the count.
4 runs already in the frame. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Smoked into left, base hit. And that extends the inning. Here's Nico Horner. He's 0 for 1. Estes with a move to first. And he's back in on a dive. Runner takes off. Pitches low.
1-0.
Throw there. Safe.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Here's a high chopper. Throws to first in time. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. They get 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and leave 1. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 4 and the A's nothing. As we go to the last of the 3rd, and the batter will be the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Max Muncy up next for the A's. Looking for his first big league hit right here. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
No, that's down.
Check swing, called strike. And it remains 2-2. And he grounds one to the right side. Horner sends it to first. And two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
The right fielder, number 4.
So digging in, Lawrence Butler. Caught looking his first time up. Inside corner for a strike. 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
And now 1-2.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it. And that is the third out of the inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And we're back. Start of the fourth. And stepping in is the speedy Pete Crow Armstrong. Clobbered to right field. Way back. Gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His first homer of the year. It's 5-zip.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
And here comes Mark Kotze as he's ready to make a change and go to the bullpen. Joey Estes will depart, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Noah Murdoch. And this is the best way to make your major league debut. No one on base.
Yeah, you're already going to be a little nervous by the skipper to get him in here without any added pressure with traffic on the bases.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Hard hit left side. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
The third baseman, number 6, Matt Shaw.
Here's the third baseman, Matt Shaw. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a base hit. So the batting order turns over. Ian Happ up to hit. 1 for 2. Slider for a strike. Fought off foul. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
This one in the air, right field. Butler makes the play, and that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker. Ball one and a pitch inside. Next offering misses. 2-0. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That one ripped. Tucker raging back towards the wall. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And there's a ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Ripped towards third. Tosses across to first. One up, one down.
The center fielder, number 33.
This is J.J. Bleday. Grounded out his first time.
I'm just a simple man.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Now a fly ball to right center. Tucker. He's there. He's got it. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Next up for the A's, Shea Langoliers. On the inside corner for a strike. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Cubs 5 and the A's nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Murdoch back to work. Tap foul to plate.
You know, these Cubs really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
0-2.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Now one
ball,
missed.
2 strikes.
And that's
2
too
balls,
high.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Ripped on a line. Squeezes it, and there's 2 away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Dansby Swanson stands in. Out towards left center. Bleday sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. Bottom of the inning. Now here is Tyler Soderstrom. The pitch. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
You know, these A's, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Throws it away. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up. Giorgella steps in. 1 for 1 with a single so far. on the ground. And that one finds its way through. And now two aboard. Next up for the A's, Seth Brown. And a strike on the outside edge. That one's in there. And that's strike two.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Crow Armstrong snags it on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Wilson stands in now and watches strike one. Lifted in the air, right field. It's going to fall for a hit. Coming home. The relay throw. Saved at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 5-1. Max Muncy up next for the A's. First pitch, and he just misses. Traffic on the bases with one already in. Last half of inning number 5. Right side, throws to second, and that's the second out of the inning on the force play.
Wow, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. Seems like he just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
So the lineup flips over. Lawrence Butler up next for the A's. First pitch just misses. Two aboard, 2 outs. Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
He takes it on his own. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 5-1 ball game. You're watching. And we're back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it.
Horner on the go. Ball outside. Throw. Save. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Two balls.
In the dirt. There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the wall, but foul. No outs. Runner on second. And that's down and away. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
Here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
Ripped to third and caught. Matt Shaw now at the plate.
Number 6, Matt Shaw.
In the dirt. Checked his swing on the 1-0 and appeal to first. And he went around. That's ruled a swing. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to. And that,
well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Nate Pearson, ready to make his season debut. And the batter now, Brent Rooker. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. Ripped to short. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting the center fielder,
And now the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. And that one is in the dirt, and it's 1-0. Lined, and that's a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock. Could be
now this one gets through. Bleday around third. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 5-2. Man at first, and now Tyler Soderstrom.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important at getting back into this ball game. When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
On the corner for a strike. Man at first, one away. That one finds the corner. 3-2 now.
Full count.
Got him swinging. Out number 2. Gio Urshela to the plate. He's 2 for 2. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Ball 1.
Foul ball. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Langoliers off of first with 2 away. This one popped up. Tucker really on his horse for it. Reaching for it and brings it in. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 5-2. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Hogan Harris. This is his first appearance of the season. Seiya Suzuki getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. That clips the zone, and that's strike one. Breaking ball misses down and away. He swings and fouls one off. One and two here. And that's outside. Next pitch is outside. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
So up next, Kyle Tucker. Check swing of the first pitch. Look down to third. And Matthew Ross right on it, says he held up. Man at second. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And that's a foul ball. Ball to strike. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
One ball.
Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Here's a 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Goes down looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Michael Busch. His 2-run homer back into third was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
Here comes a pitch. Yeah, that's fouled off. 1 out and a runner at second. Next offering way upstairs.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That one misses. Yeah, that's ball 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Foul ball there. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
The shortstop takes the ball. This one in the dirt. Runner at second, 2 down. That's to third. Urshela to first in time. And Swanson is set down. And that is the inning. So one hit is all they get. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Cubs 5 and the A's 2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Porter Hodge. This is his 3rd time out this year. Seth Brown digs in now. First offering, and it just misses.
Counts 1-0.
And there's a foul ball. And that is cut on and missed. And a count 1-2.
1 ball.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Coming on is Happ. He's there to make the catch. That's out number 2.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And a foul ball. And the pitch is outside. Ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one lifted to left. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Justin Sterner.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Nico Horner now at the plate. Sterner in his rookie season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
The center fielder, number 4.
And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's already homered here in this one. Pickoff throw, tagging and got him. Horner picked off.
I think the base runner was trying to catch him off guard, perhaps looking to steal right away, and wasn't ready to get back to first. Nice pickoff move by the pitcher.
Swings and misses. Strike 1.
0-1.
And
1
ball
ball,
1.
1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Set down on strikes. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Carson Kelly will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. So now pinch hitter for the Cubs, Miguel Amaya, looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Swinging a foul straight back. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Hit on the ground to short. Gets it to first, and the inning is over. Cubs are down quietly, and it remains 5-2. So remaining in the game defensively, Miguel Amaya. He takes over behind the plate to do the catching after entering the game as a pinch hitter. A new pitcher in the game, Ryan Brazier. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Lawrence Butler getting ready to hit.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
There's a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed or way.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So now here's the DH, Brent Rooker. Right side, hard hit. Bush steps on the bag, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. A little bit low, and that is ball 1. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Crow Armstrong should have it. He's got it, and that is out number 3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Leclerc.
Now pitching for the Athletics,
Now the third baseman, Matt Shaw.
Jose.
So now pinch hitter for the Cubs, Justin Turner.
And he's a right-handed bat, but he handles same side matchups pretty well, so should give him a good at bat right here.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And that one wrapped foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Pitch misses. Going to count 1 and 2. And that's outside. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So now back to the top of the order.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Now Ian Happ. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Upstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Turner gets his lead at first with nobody out. Way inside, gets out of the way. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Runner at first with no outs here. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
He goes down looking. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit.
Up next to the Cubs, the designated hitter, Suzuki.
And that one pulled foul. Swing and a foul out of play. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Butler tracks it down for the out. And up next for Chicago, Kyle Tucker. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with two out.
Everything came together for him. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
First and second, two outs. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Busch. Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. So they strand a pair. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the A's 2. Staying in the game on defense, Justin Turner. He'll play third after coming into the game as a pinch hitter.
Number 3.
Ryan Presley comes on trying to close it out. A chance at his first save of the year. And here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. Sliced down the right side. Sneaks through, base hit. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, players pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
Soderstrom in the box now. No balls and a strike. Langoliers aboard here at first with nobody out. Strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And 1 and 2.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Urshela batting with one down, takes a strike. Swung on, belted. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
Seth Brown digs in now. Steps off, looks to third. Nothing happening. Infield comes in now. First pitch misses. Base hit, 1 run in already. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. Squirts away a little bit. He's in there. That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position.
Got to take advantage of this opportunity now because of the wild pitch. They've got 2 runners in scoring position. Good time for the hitter to lock in, put the ball in play hard somewhere.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. Swing and a miss.
1 ball.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This would be a big pickup if he can push a run across.
Line drive. Base hit. 1 run is in. Now a second crosses the plate, and they've tied it in the bottom of the 9th.
Huge moment for him and his team, Boog. You know, some guys just grip it a bit too tight in a big spot like this, having a chance to tie it up in the bottom of the 9th. But he didn't let the moment get to him. Comes up with the RBI knock, and now he's giving his teammates a chance to walk this thing off with the win if they can push across another run.
And here is Max Muncy. Swanson hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
The right fielder, number 4, Lawrence.
And now the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. And that one fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Throw comes in quickly, but the winning run is now in scoring position. 2 away.
Had a pretty ugly offer going into this game up until that at bat, so a little sigh of relief there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Winning run in scoring position now, so a clutch AB could end this one.
And the batter now, Brent Rooker. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, I guarantee you, after that last visit from the pitching coach, all he did was remind his pitcher, focus on this hitter and nothing else.
Trying to send this extra innings. Got him swinging for the K. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. But a magical comeback is complete here in the last half of the 9th as they fight back to even it up. We're all tied up 5-5.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Mason Miller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now it's the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
And that one fouled off.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the 9th. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button, try to get some more runs, and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
101 on the gun, swing and a miss.
Well, on the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Man at second.
The count is full.
That's a really good take.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Line drive, base hit around third. Here's the throw to the plate. He scores and they have the lead, 6-5.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
One down. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Over to first, and he's saved. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Ball misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Horner over at second, one down. In the dirt, blocked. Good hitters count the 2-0. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And that one is inside.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Left field. Makes the catch, crashing into the wall.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Amaya, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Runner at second, 2 down. And here in extra innings. Pitch misses, and the count even 1-1. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
That missed by a lot. Now 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's tightened up a bit at 6-5 now. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Julian Merriweather.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the...
So digging in, J.J. Bleday, 1 for 4 with a double.
Just a simple man.
That one hooked foul. So the tying run at second. Late swing, foul to the left. Got him swinging.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
At the plate, Shea Langoliers. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Happ brings it in with a nice running grab.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Soderstrom in the box now, takes strike one.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but You got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
0-2.
Merriweather is just one strike away.
One ball,
in the
2
dirt.
strikes.
And an excellent job keeping it right there. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Next pitch inside. And the count is 2-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
6-5 the final here today. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.